Hi, I'm Ben from Universal Audio, and today I'm going to show you a couple of tricks for using the UAD Little Labs VOG, or Voice of God plugin. Now, the original analog units were 500 series, and they were made for adding amazing low end to vocals, hence the name Voice of God. Now, my favorite use for this plugin is actually on kicks and basses, particularly the ones that are lacking in the bass department. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So for this first example, I've got an 808 style bass part that's got great attack, it's a fun bouncy part, but it's missing that low, you know, the stuff that makes trunks rattle. It's just missing that. And that is literally what this plugin was made for in my book. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing I do when I open up this plugin is I crank the amplitude all the way up to 10. And then I play back the audio and I sweep through the frequencies until I find the frequency I'm looking for. Now, if you're listening to this on a phone or a laptop speaker, that all sounded exactly the same. And what you should do is you should go get some headphones or studio monitors, turn them on blast, and watch this again, because then you'll hear when I got the frequency down to about a 1 or 2 on that knob, all of a sudden the room started shaking. That's what I'm looking for. So now that I've found my frequency I'm looking for, I'm going to bring the amplitude all the way back down to 0, so no effect. And then I'm going to gently raise that up until I have enough boom in my bass. There we go. So right around like 4.5 felt perfect. So let me demonstrate for you what this sounds like without the plugin. And now with. That's what we were looking for. Just a big full low end. The meat of that is just booming. Oh, I love it. All right, now let me show you what this sounds like on a thin kick drum. So once again, I'm gonna crank the amplitude all the way up. And I think for this one, we're probably gonna be centered not around 40 like we were for the 808s, but maybe a little bit more around 100. And again, I'm going to do the same process. Play back the audio, sweep through the frequency range, and when the house starts shaking like I want it to, that's how I know I found the correct frequency. Wrong way. You hear how it just started activating everything around it in a cool way? That's what I'm looking for. So once again, I'm going to pull the amplitude all the way back down, press play again, and find the right amount. Which in this case seems to be almost about 8.5. Let's hear again what it sounds like without and with. It just adds a lot more meat to the bones, which is kind of what I want when I'm starting to shape the sound of my kick drum. So that's just a couple of examples of how I like to use the UAD Little Labs VOG plugin. Now, as you saw, it's a very simple process. Turn the gain all the way up, find the correct frequency, bring the gain back down, and then slowly creep it up until you get the right amount of boom in your bass. This thing is great, obviously on kicks and basses. It was designed for vocals. I've used it on guitars. Just anything that needs thickness, this is the place to find that thickness. So you can learn more about this and other UA products at uaudio.com. And if you're already an Apollo or UAD hardware owner, I highly suggest trying this one out. You can get a free 14-day trial. And if you got a kick or a bass that needs some love, this is where you're gonna find it. All right, see you later.